Okay, here I am again. Look at the Vandal monogram. Yes, I decided to build this because I built it back when I was 14. Yeah, I think so. Um, this is obviously the Repop model, as they like to say. And I have watched a video of a guy that unboxed this one. And it seems, well, his did not come with any posters either. Go figure. So this model requires a little bit of preparation. Okay, this model requires a lot of preparation if you want it to look good. But as the amateur model builder, I just wanted to look, well, decent. As you can see, I painted the interior, what was suggested by the instructions, which is a weird color, and then I had to go back and repaint it because on the main part of the interior I decided to try to break it up a little bit with a little red. Yeah, that was a bad idea. After I did that, it looked more like a murder van interior, so I just went ahead and just repainted it yellow, which kind of works okay. Wasn't my first choice, but it was better than what it was. The van goes together very well. Instructions are concise and, well, follow them in order and you really can't go wrong, which is what I did with the rear differential section I'm doing here with the wheels and the tires and all that good stuff. I did skip a step. As you can see, there's an engine line there. I did the engine first. In the instructions, the engine is about 3 or 4 down the step ladder, I think, so I kind of skipped that one. And because I wanted to put ignition wires on it. The wiring I used was a little larger than probably what it should have been, but as you see, I'm getting the interior connected to the body. That was an interesting event because the ignition wires being a little bit larger than they should have been, so it was a little tough. This part with that rear door, you're supposed to be able to open the body up and squeeze it open a little bit for the hinge to slip in. I had to trim that pin just a little bit so that I could do that, but I made sure the door still was lower. I'm putting the tail lights on, I think. No, that's the front end I'm putting together. I've already put the tail light sections on the back end, which turned out really nice. What do you see the front end of this? There you go, look at that. Check it out. You can, well, you can't see it there. I painted mine in the instructions, and on the cover of the box it shows clear headlights, clear blinkers, or parking signals, parking lights. I'll get it right in a minute. There goes the mini bike. Well, this was a shorter video than I really thought it was going to be, but the canopy was the one thing that I was the most worried about because I do terrible with the plastics on clear canopy, but I applied my glue carefully and set the canopy in place, and lo and behold, it stuck, and it stuck really well. This giant decal had me a little worried because water slide decals are not what they used to be. But this one, I think, was made kind of old school because, I mean, it came out in the 1990s. There we go. There's a nice shot of the decal. I managed to get it on, smoothed out, and it didn't tear or anything. So I was a little shocked. And there was my little mini bike all together with it. This is my nice little turntable. Oh, and I went online and actually found a site that gave me some ideas for some interior work. But I found the posters that go on the inside of the van. I was able to download those And in Photoshop, I was able to recreate my posters. Some of them turned out just a tad bigger than they needed to be, so I had to trim them down a lot to get them into the van. Stick to the walls and stuff that'll be the right size. But the overall experience of this one is, turned out kind of way better than I thought it would. So I was very happy with it. I'm going to do a nice kind of a clip here of the opening of the doors, and you can see inside the van. That light, oh, I got to split that audio off of that. You can see that light fixture. Oh my goodness, that took so many coats of white paint. It was not funny because, well, it was black and it just would not cover well. But as you can see, the posters turned out great. I was real happy with those. I don't know what the sound is in the background of that, but I'll definitely split it off this before I compile this video. I forgot to do that earlier. My bad. Yeah, psychedelic. I think those are actual Tom Daniel drawings that he did for this model kit, which is very impressive. I don't know why they're not included, because the guy that did the unboxing for this did not have any posters in his box either. I thought I had lost them with mine, but apparently not. And the door works nicely, sticks open and everything to in up position. So I was happy. I think I'm almost at the end of this. So hey, if you did enjoy watching the time-lapse build of this thing, which seemed to super fast, I need to maybe slow it down a little bit. Oh, and yes, that is the actual model finish here. I did not do a clear coat on it. Kind of wish I had, but I didn't. But as amateur model builder, I just do enough to get me down the road to my next build. But there is the Vandal from 1972. Repop, I think, was 1996. And, well, I think it works pretty well. So if you have any questions about, well, anything, I would be happy to answer in the comments. There you go. By the way, I did apply a wood finish to both sides of those boards. Oh, look at, there's the parking lights. Those parking lights, I'm proud of those parking lights. They look nice. Look better than a box cover anyway. I'm kind of happy with that. That and the fact that all the doors work. The mini bike does sit on the rack pretty well too. I'm touching it there. I was trying to get it closed up good. I think in this next one clip coming up, hold on a second, I'll see what it is. Oh, here we go. Nope, that's the decals. There are the decals. Well, the posters anyway. So there you go. That's the posters. And if anybody needs them, send me an email. I will try to get them to you. Have a great day, everybody.